Ladies and gentlemen, God bless this kit here. You see, this black kit here is the greatest thing that Capelli ever make in their life, boy. Every time we wear this black kit here, the stress that we are accustomed getting, it does just leave. So I'll be thankful every time I see Trinidad and Tobago on the black kits. I was watching some of the players, them stories, and when I saw the black kit, I was like, alright, cool. Them boy go and win. But in the manner in which they win, I am not impressed, if I'm being honest. Now, we reached to the point where, things start to get serious. And because of this win here, we could safely say that we secured third place. Now, this is how I see this whole group here, especially with the upcoming games them coming up. By beating Bermuda now, we have secured third place. Our game on Tuesday against Curacao, we'll get to that. But if it is we defeat Curacao, we would have now secured second place. Now, after defeating Curacao, if it is we defeat Jamaica, we could safely say World Cup, we're in first. That is how I see it. And this is what I've been telling people all the time. Like, it's not over. The automatic spot's still up for grabs. And we're seeing here right now that Curacao, on the Independence Day, actually are in front of Jamaica 1-0 during halftime. Jamaica probably scored like about 2 offside goals or something. So I didn't watch the game because, of course, I was watching Trinidad and Tobago game. But I was going the alerts them and I see that 2 goals were chalked off. So fair enough. But to get back to the Trinidad and Tobago game versus Bermuda, of course, we're talking about the first goal from Dante Sealy. Excellent work on the right wing by Levi Garcia. We have been crying out for Levi Garcia to play on the right wing, but I'll get to that. But yeah, man, we're seeing that Levi is dangerous on the right wing. I don't know why we're still in finding methods to have Levi on the right wing so we could get the best output from our attack. But it is what it is, man. Great assist from Levi, skipping past a player on the right wing, and easy tap in for Dante Sealy. No, Tyrese Spicer. And he has been owing. We have been seeing Spicer, he little fancy fleet of foot, yeah, energetic, but we're missing that GA. We're missing that goal and assist. And Spicer today finally gets his goal for Trinidad and Tobago. Decent finish, nips the ball off the centre back, and then he just gets past the keeper, hits him a jinky, and just slots it into the back of the net. Easy goal. And lastly, and boy, God bless Bermuda keeper, boy, because man, that was an atrocious goal to concede. Now, pretty decent save from the Dante Sealy free kick initially, but that header there, yeah, boy, that was straight out of the primary school handbook, boy, primary school goalkeeper handbook. Yeah, the goalkeeper wasn't good enough there. So on the night it ends 3-0, but again, I'm not impressed with this victory here. It should have been 8. Yeah, point blank period, boy. And it leads me straight back to the lineup. From the start of the lineup, everybody had the concerns, especially with this one man here. I don't understand why. We had Molikan on the bench. We had WF2, Wayne Frederick II on the bench. We had Nathaniel James on the bench. How it is Stefan Yates starting, boy. That's crazy. At best, I will see Stefan Yates as a box-to-box man. I'm not somebody who would say that Stefan Yates is trash, as most people within the Trinidad and Tobago space would see him as. He has been very heavily criticized, and I don't subscribe to that. But if it is there's a replacement needed for Kevin Molino in the camp position, I would expect to play the guys them who are more creative as opposed to Stefan Yates. As we saw, he had a 3-on-1, and Stefan Yates was just playing Levi Garcia. He timing the run, he waiting till he run offside, and then now he had to go out to Dante Sealy. Again, that's basic, basic midfielder work, basic attacking midfielder work that you should be playing them balls for fun. But yeah, man, I generally didn't understand that pick for Yates. Again, I'm not somebody who dislikes Yates. I don't think that he is useless, but he should not be starting. And with that being said, I feel as though like the front three, they lacked guile. They lacked the desire to really get at the Bermuda players. Now, from the time the 2 goal went in, it felt as though like the game just fell flat. And I feel as though that is where Dwight York should have started to take the initiative to start bringing on more direct players to run at the same guys them who tired, as we saw when Kyle Overy came on. Kyle Overy was getting down at the man one time. Every time he faced up, isolation, me and you, ISO ball. We're going on the road. Santa Rosa Park. We saw when Rio Cardines was pushed up into the right wing position. Unlucky Rio Cardines nearly get his first goal. Very unlucky. Just hit the upright. But this, listen, we need to start prioritizing in our direct players. The players them who like to run at the players them. These guys are very useful when it is we coming down to these last minutes of the game. There's no way we should be having Nathaniel James on the bench, man. No way. And, well, I don't know the situation with Gil, as he was left out of the squad. But I am telling you, if Gil and Nathaniel James came on or even started, this game was ending close to 6-0. Because them kind of guys, they have a different type of desire. Them guys really want to get into the face of the wing backs. They want to do it. And don't get me wrong, I feel as though like the first half, Levi and Dante Seeley, Spicer even as well too, they showed their levels. But I feel as though like they took the foot off of the gas. Where it is, I feel as though like men like Nathaniel James and Gil and them men would just be going again. As we saw within the Cuba game, how these guys could actually just always want to score. And I feel as though like Nathaniel James would be really nice to start. If not him, Wayne Frederick, man. But I understand the question marks with Modican, he just came in, but Yates, man, that one day, really, really shocking. But where the attack lacked, I think that the defense actually picked up for. I think that the defense was actually pretty decent, if I'm being honest. He had a couple times, one big ball would beat them, but apart from that, I think the occupying of the back four, it was very good. I think Trinidad was outstanding. Matter of fact, I would probably say that Trinidad probably might be the man of the match. I actually enjoy seeing Trinidad today. Trinidad, he won every duel. He was 100% on the duels. He won 100% he aerial duels. He won the interceptions. Them Trinidad was everywhere today. Within the defensive third, he was there. He was manipulating the game. The amount of time that I say Trinidad a ball, try to split Trinidad and Trinidad, just take it dead normal and play it out. So yeah, I think the defense actually patterned up today. And Denzel Smith, even though he had the little howler where it is, he kind of was a ball I was thinking, but them ball hard to deal with. But he kind of batted out back straight into the path like that. A better team would have fired that straight back at him, I tell you. But yeah, again, we're still improving on the goal. Still our OJT team, but we'll get there. The midfield pivot was actually really good. Andre Rampasad doing his thing as well. I don't know why Andre Rampasad gets so much flack, because I think that Andre Rampasad has been one of the most consistent players we have had in this team. Like Andre Rampasad, he always provides that ball movement. He always intercepts. He always in for the second ball, the third ball. Andre Rampasad is a good player. Daniel Phillips, he showed his strength. He was more advanced in the pivots. He was, getting into the duels them, whereas Andre Rampasad was more of the sweeper in the pivot. He was more scanning the plays and intercepting. So I think the duo within the pivot there, they did a very good job. It's just the situation with Yates. Again, I more see him as a box-to-box. If it is he had to play midfield for this Trinidad and Tobago team, at best he might have to be one of the pivots them. Yeah, but I generally can't see any creativity coming from Yates. But that's just me. You gotta let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This video is meant to be a positive video, but we reached to the point where it started to get serious. At this point, we're at the semi-finals right now. This is the semi-finals. We just advanced into the semi-finals. If we beat Curacao, we enter into the finals. And once the finals gonna be played in Port of Spain, come on, man. We have a chance to get to the World Cup automatically. So I'm telling you, people, do not give up on the Soca Warriors. This next game that we're going to play against Curacao, of course, it's going to be really tough. Of course, with the artificial turf, we're seeing that Jamaica even struggling right now. Currently, the table reads Curacao on top, 7 points. Jamaica, 6 points. Trinidad and Tobago, no, 4 points. And Bermuda, 0 points. Now, the goal difference is going to be very important because coming on to the end, yeah, the goal difference is going to have a hike up. And this is where, again, I am displeased with Trinidad and Tobago because we can have an opportunity to hike up the goal difference and reach up this. So when it is reach on the last day, all we have to do is just cream Bermuda now and we would be in the driver's seat. But the goal difference is 2+ for Curacao, 5+ for Jamaica, 1+ Trinidad and Tobago, and of course -8 for Bermuda. So I hoping you guys understand what's taking place right now. The group wide open. If the result stays as it is, the group wide open. Me personally, I got prefer a draw. So I hoping that Jamaica actually score. I will be tuning into that game to see Jamaica score back 1 and then Curacao part the bus. That'll be the ideal result for me, because a draw would keep us in the hands the automatic spot. Because if the draw, it gonna be Curacao gonna be on 5 points, Jamaica gonna be on 7 points, and then we had to play Curacao. So you're understanding what we're saying, that this game here was actually a quarter-final. The next game on Tuesday is a semi-final. And the final is on, well, November, I forget the date, but is in Port of Spain against Jamaica. So you're understanding how this fairy tale lining up, right? But we need to pattern up. We need to pattern up, but we need to find that formula. Again, I'm still not convinced that the pattern of play. I feel as though we had our best game against Curacao, so we're going to play the same team. But yeah, we had to come good to beat Curacao in Curacao, especially with that turf that, you know, is really hard to play on. You know, the ball is manipulated different on the artificial turf. The ball bounces higher. It's something to get used to, if we're being honest. But yeah, man, this is the situation where we're at right now. But 3 points for the Soca Warriors. We have been dying for this. We finally scored goals. We scored 3, which is nice. So yeah, man, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And let me know your predictions for the Curacao-Jamaica second half. Do you think Jamaica will come back? Do you think Jamaica will draw the game, win the game? Let me know. Peace out.